So to start with, this section, and I'm going to remind you of this many times over, I want you to be completely yourself, completely relaxed, and not to be thinking like, what is my business? Like, forget about that right now. You may be amazingly surprised at what your business ends up being, right? By going through some of these techniques that I do. And remember also, many people think like they should know what they're doing. It took me years to know what I'm doing, and I'm always changing what I'm doing. I'm adding on to it. So maybe you're a bit like that, a bit maverick. I hope I'm a good example for you in that way. So right now, this is the key core bit of the beginning. And when I start with people, I want to make you feel so welcomed into this space, as if I'm actually sitting with you in the kitchen. We want to be friends. I will at some point also kick your ass, right? So that's my job. I'm the badass entrepreneur, and I actually work with people to get their limitations out of the way, to get themselves out of the way, so that these other ideas can bubble up quite naturally. So think of me as a loving mother and as a badass, kick-ass woman who's going to kick your butt sometimes. And be comfortable with both, so that I don't have to be like mummy all the time. I guide people so that they're very much on their own path, and I don't interfere so much, because if we do interfere, what happens is you'll end up doing something that, say, your parents wanted you to do. I want to get the juice out of you so you do what you want to do. So to start with, this is the beginning of the 3-month period where it's an exploration. So the main thing that you need to think about now is this is all about you. It's not about the kids. It's not about your job if you're in one. It's not about your partner. It's about you. And so it's quite indulgent. There's time for you, and I want you to go on long walks and take time for yourself, have baths, and continue with the process of asking yourself all the time, what is my passion? And it's a surprising journey, because I know that when I started doing this, 7 months into this process, I found that I was not doing my passion. And I completely changed what I was doing, and all of a sudden it was like the message came. So just trust me on this one. We're going to do a meditation that's fundamental to finding out what the super niche is within you. And it doesn't mean you'll be locked in forever, so I want you to just be like open, and we use a lot of yogic breathing with this, so it's time for you to just sit back and shut your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And allow yourself to get really comfortable wherever you are. Allow the breathing to be deep and heavy. And if you do practice yoga, the area of the body we want to go to is the belly. So start to feel, you can even put your hands on your belly, but have the eyes shut. And really go into this beautiful place. As you start to breathe deeply, let the day go. And as you start to get deeper and deeper with every breath, you're going to be more and more relaxed. So allow every breath to take you deeper and deeper and become more relaxed. And presently you find yourself in the most amazing place in nature. Allow yourself to go to the favorite nature spot that you would like to relate to. Keep the breath going, have the eyes shut, and be heavy with this. Relax into that nature. It might be a beautiful scene on the beach, right in front of the ocean. It might be deep in the woods, surrounded by trees. It might be the top of a mountain. It doesn't matter where you are, but wherever you are, I want you to deeply engage with that place And in your imagination, go into it so deeply that you actually see the colors of the trees. Can you sense a scent on the air? Can you deepen the experience by seeing what color is the sky? What time of day is it? Is there anything happening with the wind as it blows across your skin? Do you feel your hair ruffling? And just keep breathing deeply and allow yourself to sink into this favorite nature spot. It's going to be a place we revisit many times over. And then while you're in this spot, I'd like to ask you a question. Do you remember a time when you were really happy? I'd like you to go to a place where you were really happy. And it could be a time that was ages ago, years ago even, or it could have been last week. It doesn't matter. So just allow yourself to remember a time when you were truly, truly happy. And then again, start to feel the quality of that experience. See how your body feels when you're truly happy. If you can, allow yourself to look at your own face and see what the quality of the expression is on your face when you're happy. You may notice that you're much, much more relaxed, like your face is sinking down, your shoulders are lower. And breathe into this feeling. Remember the quality of being happy. Who were you with? Were you on your own? And allow yourself to get deeper and deeper into that very happy feeling. And now I'm going to ask you some questions. So the first question is, what are 3 of your strongest core values? Keep breathing and allow them to bubble up to the surface. So when you think of yourself in the world, what are the 3 strongest core values that you would say have great meaning for you? Allow them to come up. And then the second part of this is to put them in order. So what would you say your top core value is? Allow yourself to just receive this information and allow yourself to put it in order. What is the second most important value for you? And sometimes this is really tricky because you feel like you want all 3, but you must put them in order. So what is the first? What is the second? And what is the third? And get really clear about it. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And now I'm going to ask you another question. So sink deeply into yourself again. Allow the energy to just flow through your body so you're really relaxed. And now I'm going to ask you the second question. What are your 3 main passions? What are your 3 main passions? And again, allow them to bubble up to the surface. And answer yourself, what are your 3 main passions? And this is the role of the mind will try and trick you into saying, well, you should be doing something or whatever. At this point, no. What are your 3 main passions? Even if it's something as simple as watching a sunset. And then put it in order. So, what is the first thing that makes you most passionate about? And we're not separating life and business at this point at all. But you can think of it what is the most fun thing you ever enjoyed doing, maybe as a child, behind closed doors? And allow yourself to think about it like that. Then put the second one in place. What is the second most passionate thing that you can imagine doing, being, enjoying? Keep breathing throughout this process. And now let's think about the third. Where would you put the third? What is the third passion? Continue breathing. Have you got them? Great. So take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through your mouth. Now we're going to work on the relationship between your core values and your passions. So keep your eyes shut. You're still in the same place. I want you to consider your first core value. And allow yourself to make the connection between your core value, the main one, and your main passion. See the relationship, see the connection that's there. And now move to the other two passions. See the top core value, how it relates to the other two passions. Can you see the connection? Just allow it to come forward. Nothing to do. Just, it's allowing things to emerge. So now let's go to the second core value. Think about your second core value and how it relates to your three passions. Keep breathing. And then let's move to the third core value and see how it relates to your three passions. Continue to breathe, relaxing. Allow the whole body to be relaxed. So observe from this space. Everything that I create with you is coming from a very happy place. That's why I took you to a happy memory before we created this. So there's a level of truth for you going on here. Have a look at these three passions. Feel the way you do when you're engaged in them. And then have a look at your core values and see how they fit so well with you and who you are in the world. And allow yourself to see the link between the three and the three. Take your time. And now, this is how we come out of any meditation. Rub your hands as hard as you can. Rub, 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 rub. And then you're going to place your hands over your closed eyes. Breathe in. And exhale. And again. Rub, 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 rub. Hard as you can. Generate heat. Place your hands over your closed eyes. Breathe in. And exhale. One more of those. Rub, 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 rub. Rub as hard as you can. Generate heat. Place your hands over your closed eyes. Breathe in. And exhale. And then you can allow the fingers to open ever so slightly. You can rub your hair, rub the back of your neck, rub around the neck, rub the face, and just come back into the room. And in order to make this a little bit more clear for yourself, I'd like you to write them down immediately after you've done this meditation. So on the one hand, you've got your three core values, and on the other, you've got your three passions. And this is a very simple exercise. But what you will notice is that you as a person, when you're unfettered by anything, when you're not in, say, a corporate workplace or being a mom or whatever, you basically have got these things that just light you up. And that's how you should feel when you think about your passions. It's nobody else's. It's not to say you have a passion when you're going away with your partner. It's not that their passion, it's you. What do you feel? And this is a very important part of the process of creating a super niche. In fact, you may have all the ingredients right now to create that super niche. And how we work with this is, imagine that you are a gourmet cook. You wouldn't start cooking on a dirty surface and then add some sort of half-assed ingredients that are going a little bit off and expect to cook a gourmet meal. So think of this as, this is the surface of the meal right now. We're at that level. You have cleaned your surface. You have created it from the place of happiness. We're not creating this from somebody who's stressed out or bored or has to do something. We're creating it. The surface is happiness. And so every time we do creation in this process, we're creating you as a happy individual from the happiest places and memories that you can remember, that light you up. And then from there, what you'll get is a real truth for yourself that works to create this amazing super niche, which is so unique. And the thing about super niches is there is no competition. When you get there, there is no competition. So allow yourself to really indulge in this particular exercise. I don't recommend that you do anything for the next week except reverberate, marinate, allow yourself to go back into this experience. If you want to do it again, you can replay this video. But really work out what are your core values and passions at this time. And that's it for section 1. This is the welcoming. Enjoy. Namaste.